want to talk about the Dallas Cowboys, who lost again at home yesterday to the Philadelphia Eagles 34-6, if I remember correctly. The Cowboys have now fallen to 3-6 and are now 0-4 at home, but that's not the biggest headline coming out of this game. Did y'all see what Micah Parsons himself said about head coach Mike McCarthy after the game? In case you missed it, let me read it for you. When asked about his head coach, Micah Parsons, who's the defensive leader in the locker room, had this to say, quote, "That's above my pay grade. If Mike's coach again next year, all coaching aside, Mike can leave and go where he wants to. Guys I kind of feel bad for are guys like Zach Martin and guys who might be on their last year, on their way out, because that's who I wanted to hold the trophy for. You want to win games and do great things, and those type of legends who put in more time and work than Mike McCarthy ever did. So those are the kind of guys that I have so much sympathy and hurt for," end quote. Wow. Before I get into my comments, I want to point out that I said earlier today that Micah would backtrack and say he was misquoted. Well, here's what he posted on X this morning after watching my man Damian Woody on my day job, First Take on ESPN, every weekday morning from 10 a.m. to 12 noon. And he said this as well on Get Up, quote, "You would think guys who played and coached the sport would have better journalism, but I was very wrong. They're trying to use my name, image, and likeness with the Dallas Cowboys to continue to tear the beautiful organization with drama and bad media attention. Be better," end quote. Couple of things. Micah Parsons, respectfully, you know you're my brother. I got nothing but mad love for you. That was a bit excessive. Anytime you sit up there and you say that and you just speak so dismissively about your coach, you know that's a bad thing. Come on now. You know better than that. Number two, tear down the beautiful organization. What's beautiful about the Dallas Cowboys? What am I missing? What's beautiful? You ain't had a trophy since 1995. What's beautiful? You 3-6, 3 games under 500. What's beautiful? You got a quarterback getting paid $60 million, highest paid quarterback in the league. That brother home for the rest of the season. What's beautiful? Where's the talent? Where's the running game? Where's the offensive line? Where's the receiver other than CeeDee Lamb? Where's your defense? What's beautiful about the Dallas Cowboys? The stadium's beautiful. Cheerleaders are definitely beautiful. Crowd, that ain't beautiful. You got little kids. You got adults crying and little kids throwing stuff at people. It's pretty bad in Dallas. It's pretty bad. But I'm here for you, my brother. I got the solution. And this is why I opened the show today by saying this. If the Dallas Cowboys want to resurrect themselves, they want to elevate to a level of prominence, not just 12-5 seasons in the regular season before going home early. You need to make 3 moves. Are you ready? Are you listening? I want you to get it, put it in your ear. I want you to write it down, record it, do what the hell you got to do. Listen to me good. First things first, you got to fire Mike McCarthy. You don't have to do it this year. There's no reason to doing it until the end of the season because your season ain't going nowhere anyway. So why not keep him around? You're paying him, right? Keep him around. Fire him at the end of the season. He's done. He's a dead man walking. No disrespect. It's just the truth. It's just the truth. Okay? Just the truth. It's number one. Might as well play on the walking dead. It's that bad for him. Number two, tank the season. Tank the season. So you can position yourself to have the number 1 overall pick in the upcoming NFL draft. Step number 3, and this is the big one. You hire primetime Deion Sanders as your head coach. And you let him go draft his son, Shedeur Sanders, to become a Dallas Cowboy. Worry about what you're going to do with Dak Prescott later. And his $60 million contract, $60 million a year, by the way. Worry about that later. What you do immediately is you get prime time because you see, Jerry's going to be Jerry. But man, Jerry loves and respects that man. That man delivered them a Super Bowl. Jerry going to listen. Jerry going to talk, but he's also going to listen. He's also not going to mind when prime time talks. Not only is he not going to mind when prime time talks, he knows that prime time is going to go out there and get other players to want to play for him. And he knows he's an evaluator of talent. Look at what they're doing at Colorado. Prime time's in a position to win Coach of the Year. Colorado, who was 4-8 last year, 6-game losing streak, 7 of 8 weeks they lost, is on the verge of making the playoffs. Prime time has shown you something special. Bring him to Big D. Get him out of Boulder, Colorado. Put prime time as your head man with the star on his helmet. Put prime time as the face of the franchise. I know that's a lot for Jerry Jones to do, but you're in your 80s, Jerry. You're in your 80s. Come on, Jerry. You're in your 80s. Come on, Jerry. You got to let it go at some point. Come on, Jerry. Whatever it takes to elevate that level of shine on that star is what you do. Because what good is a star that dims instead of shining brightly? Prime time, Deion Sanders. Tank the season, get the #1 overall pick. Draft his son, Shedeur Sanders, as the new quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys. Dak will be better off, better performing somewhere other than the pressurized environment of Big D. Shedeur Sanders shines under the bright lights. Come on, Jerry! You know I'm telling you the truth.